You're probably thinking of giving up on your YouTube channel, but what if I told you that sometimes the problem is not even your content? See, I have helped some students to review their channels and set up their channels properly, and I kid you not, sometimes the only thing that is hindering you from getting the views is some settings that you did not turn on. Sometimes just one particular setting. I kid you not. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you 7 important settings that you need to go ahead and turn on in your channel so that you can start to see the desired views that you want on your channel. Do not assume you know all of these things. It could be just one particular setting that is hindering your channel from getting to where you want it to be. If this is your first time here, hi and welcome. I'm Glory C, and on this channel I help both small and new content creators to grow and get monetized fast, but the right way on YouTube, by telling you mistakes you want to avoid and strategies you want to imbibe so that you will not have issues at the end of the day. So if this sounds like something you want for your own channel, I will encourage you to go ahead, hit the subscribe button. Like I would always say, it is free of charge, and do not forget to give us a big thumbs up on this one so it can get to a lot more content creators. Now let's go set up your channel properly. So you can see me right here on my YouTube studio. If you do not know how to get here, I'm going to show you briefly how to do it. The first thing would be to go on YouTube, go over to your profile picture, go up here to where you have settings. Okay, scroll down here to where you have your data in YouTube. Once it loads up, just scroll down and tap on this particular place and it's going to redirect you. If that doesn't work, you go over to your browser, type in studio.youtube.com. This is going to show up. Then you want to go ahead and tap on continue to studio. The next thing you want to do is to go straight down here. Okay, let me zoom in so you'd see. Go down here to where you have setting, this setting icon. You want to just go ahead, tap on the setting icon. Okay, once you tap on it, the first thing you want to do is to tap on channel. Guys, this is very important. You can see where we have country of residence. Please and please, if you are in Nigeria, put Nigeria. If you are in the US, put the US. If you're in Europe, put Europe. Most times, some people, I've seen some content creators who are in Nigeria, they would want to put the US because they feel as though it's going to help increase their CPM. That is not true. That's a common misconception. Your CPM, which is how much advertisers are willing to pay to place ads on your video, they actually depend on, number one, where your viewers are watching from. Number two, the advertisers that are targeting those viewers. Number three, your niche, and also the type of ads. So let's assume you actually set up your channel location to the US and you're in Nigeria and most of your viewers are Nigerians. Your CPM will still be mostly Nigerian CPM. That means advertisers actually pay based on viewer location, not actually channel location. In fact, when you apply for monetization through the YouTube Partner Program, you will still submit your real country, your tax information, your payment address. So it's not going to change your CPM or how your taxes are calculated. It will not change anything. Instead, it can actually cause confusion in your account. So just put your real country. The only real advantage that I see that this has is, even though it's a very small one, is let's assume your content targets a specific target audience, okay, or a specific country, and then you set your channel to that particular country. It might slightly help for local discoverability. So for example, you have American videos, so you're targeting the US people, and then you now set your channel location to the US even though you're in Nigeria. It might just slightly help the algorithm to understand your target audience, but the effect is still very small. So the best thing is to just make your channel information very accurate. Maintain the integrity of your channel. The second most important setting is your channel keyword, and this one can help YouTube understand what your channel is about and can also help your channel when it comes to search and recommendation. Okay, so this is where you actually put your channel keywords. We are still on that channel basic info. Okay, so for example, you want to put things that are related to your channel. For example, if you're in the YouTube growth, you want to put something like maybe YouTube tips, YouTube growth, YouTube monetization, YouTube for beginners. If you're in the fashion niche, you can put fashion, clothing haul, how to style yourself in this way. Just go into ChatGPT and then tell ChatGPT to help you with channel keywords. Then ensure that when you are putting them, each one of the keywords, you are separating them by either a comma or you press enter. Then once you are done with that, you click on save. If you don't click on save, nothing will be affected. Now the next setting is a particular setting that most creators overlook, and this particular setting also has affected a lot of faceless channels. Okay, it has caused a lot of them to be demonetized. Now this is it. You want to go over to advanced setting. Now you see this one that says audience. Do you want to set your channel as made for kids? Now, if you know that your channel has nothing to do with kids, put it as no, it is not made for kids. If it's made for kids, then put it as yes, it is made for kids. Now, why is this important? Usually, channels that are marked as made for kids, YouTube usually restricts some features when it comes to those particular channels, because of course they are trying to protect the minors, right? And also, you see, high paying advertisers, they usually avoid kids focused channels. Do you understand? So also, it also helps to maintain the integrity of your channel. So please and please just adhere to what YouTube has told you to adhere to. If your channel is made for kids, put it as made for kids. If not, then put it as no, it's not made for kids. Now let's talk about contact information, which is very, very important for your channel security. You see the email that you used to create your YouTube channel. Please and please do not use that same email as your contact information, because if you use it, it can open or expose your channel to hackers or phishing attacks. Do you understand? So what you want to do is to create a separate email account for your business, contact information, business inquiries. So what you want to do is, after you must have created that one, just come here. We leave this particular part. Let me tap on close. All right, leave this particular part, then come up here to where you have customization, your channel customization. All right, once you are there, all you need to do is to scroll down. Okay, just scroll down until you see contact info. So this is where you want to go ahead and place your email address, so people can easily reach out to you, maybe for brand deals, sponsorships, collaborations, and the likes, your services. Okay, so you are keeping your channel very secure. Please do not make this mistake. Do not make this mistake. Also, if your channel you've not completed your two-step verification, usually you are going to see it at the top of your YouTube studio right here. So if you've not completed it, go ahead, complete your two-step verification so that you can protect your channel. Now, the next thing you need to do is to come back here to where you have your channel. Okay, go ahead to where you have feature eligibility. You can see here I have all three features enabled. You can see standard features, intermediate features, advanced features. Usually YouTube enables your standard features by default, okay, but you need to enable your intermediate features and your advanced features, because once you enable your intermediate features, it will enable you to be able to upload videos longer than 15 minutes. You'll be able to go live on your channel. Aside that, you'll be able to add your own custom thumbnails. So if you've noticed that you've not been able to do all these things, that's because you've not enabled these. Guys, I see this with a lot of students when I help a lot of students set up their channels. Now the next thing is your advanced features. If I'm going to show you how to enable them. If you do not enable, or if you enable your advanced features, it will allow you access to your community tab. You'll be able to access clickable links. You'll be able to pin comments. Okay, somebody once asked me this particular question on how to pin comments. Yeah, this is it. If you cannot see there, this is the issue. Now, in order for you to be able to enable your intermediate features, once you click on this place that says enable, it's going to tell you or ask you to verify your phone number. All you need to do is to put in your phone number. There was somebody that reached out to me one time. He said that he has noticed that in Nigeria, numbers that are not MTN numbers, they do not do very well. I do not know how true that is. Okay, but usually when I'm helping my people, I just tell them to use their MTN lines. So you want to just put in your correct phone number there, and then pick either text me or call me. Usually when you tell them to text you, they will send you a code to your email. So you have to go to your email to pick the code, then fill it there in the space provided. All right, and you are good to go to be successfully verified. Now, for your advanced features, there are three ways to verify. Once you tap on it, you are going to see video verification, you're going to see channel history, you're going to see valid ID card. You can pick any of them. See guys, the fastest one is your video verification. Okay, so video verification, all you just need to do is to tap on it, and then they are going to tell you move like this, move your face like this, move like that, and once you are done, check. They will tell you successful, and then you're going to see pending, because it usually takes about a day or two for YouTube to now update it. All right, and it's going to be successful. So you can go for video verification instead of putting your ID card, or instead of building channel history. Channel history is when you have to keep posting until YouTube now understands your channel and then verifies your channel. So that's that. about that. Do you understand? If you've not liked at this moment, do that now. Another powerful setting is your upload default. This one makes life easier for or easy for every content creator. So what you do is to just go ahead and tap on upload default. Okay, once you tap on it, you can see that it can enable you to add you don't need to add title here, because for every new video you need to add a new title. Okay, so it will enable you to add your description. Now inside your description is where you can add what will always be in all your videos. Like, you don't even need to stress when it comes to adding those things to your description box. So what I mean is, you can add like short links to your other videos, links to some of your social media handles. You can add some tags. You can add a short description about your channel. Do you understand? Just basic things like that, so that whenever you're uploading your videos, you wouldn't have to be adding all of those things again and again, especially if you're uploading via the desktop version. If you're not uploading via the desktop version of your YouTube studio, you are not going to see any of those things there. Even if you set your upload default, you will not still see it there. Another thing you're going to see is your visibility. This is where you can either choose whether you want to set your videos to unlisted, public, or private. So I can just tell you, set it to unlisted. Okay, so that anytime you upload a video, YouTube can check with the video and see if there are any restrictions. If there are no restrictions, you can then decide to go ahead and make your videos public. Now, there is something a lot of people say. This is another misconception. Jeez, there is something a lot of people say. They say, oh, you have to first of all upload your video and leave it for like 2 days so that YouTube can understand that video. Nah, lie. Nah, lie. The thing is, you are only uploading and setting to unlisted so that YouTube can process your video. You will see sometimes processing to HD or something like that. YouTube can process your video and tell you whether that particular video has copyright restrictions or not. If after YouTube processes and you immediately upload that video, a video that will go viral will still go viral. If you leave it for 1 week before you make it public, if it will not go viral, it will not go viral. Do you understand me? You can also come here to where you have upload default. This is where you can set up your automatic chapters, the language of your channel, the category of your channel. Okay, put all of those things into check. The title, the language, everything. Just set everything. Comments, do you want your comments to be turned off? Do you want people to be able to see how many viewers are liking your video? Just go ahead and do all of those things. Okay, just go ahead and do all of those things, and once you're done, tap on what? Save. All right, now let's move to the final, very important setting. Now this next one is what? Your channel branding. Now what you want to do is to come over to this particular icon that you have here. Okay, you can see channel customization, and this is actually good so that people would quickly understand what your channel is about once they get on your channel. So you want to upload a banner image. This one is actually very important, and you want your banner image to quickly explain to someone what your channel is about. It makes your channel look professional and more trustworthy. Do you understand? So upload a professional channel banner. You can use Canva to do it. Just go on Canva, the search bar, type in YouTube channel banner, and then you are going to see free templates there. You can just adjust the templates to your own preference and use. The next one is your channel profile picture. Can't you see my beautiful profile picture here? So you want to set a clear profile picture. All right, sometimes you could use your own profile picture, or you could use something that just depicts what your channel is about. Your channel URL, you can see your links. You can add links to your social media pages like Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. You can add your email address like I already showed you. This particular video watermark, guys, I have tried this thing before and I've still not seen the effect of this particular video watermark, so I do not know how effective this thing is. Yes, I've tried it. I did not see it displayed on my video. Now, which of these settings are new to you? Let me know in the comment section, and if you need a one-on-one coaching, you can reach out to me via the email address on your screen, and I'll see you either on this one or my next video. Until then, bye for now. Mwah.